you, my sugar wookers. How y'all doing? Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Come on in the building. When you ring that doorbell, you're welcome to come on in. Let's chat about it. Y'all saw the subject. Ms.V been sitting here this morning. I've been up for a while, but I've been busy as a little bee, as Suggested says. I stay busy. Always. I always have been like this. I guess this is my life. This is the way it is. Nothing's changed. So, one of my subscribers wanted to talk about caring and sharing the Christmas spirit for others during the holidays. But she also had the positive effects and benefits from inspiring people lacking of pure compassion. So to me, that's like three different topics all in one. So I ain't gonna try to challenge all three of them in one conversation here this morning. That's a little too much for me. I ain't gonna be able to do it. So we're gonna chat about caring and sharing the Christmas spirit over the holiday season. Now, I kind of hit on this once coming up to the Thanksgiving holidays. If y'all were in the chat, I spoke of that, how people are going through a whole lot of good morning to everyone coming into the chat. I'm going to speak to you individually. Give me a moment for everybody to come in, and then I'll get into the comments and speak to you. But good morning to everybody coming in. Okay. So I spoke about this back around the Thanksgiving holidays, that everybody is not all cheery and happy and joyous. And, people have things that happen in their life. They have trauma that goes on in their life. And it's not easy. It's not an easy road for a lot of people during the holidays. It can be very depressing. People suffer with different personality disorders, anxiety, all kind of stuff year round. So it's not going to make it any better during the holiday season, especially if you lost loved ones that you used to celebrate with. I'm in that category. If you have family that's not around you, I'm in that category. If you have lots of friends, but you don't live in the same area, I'm in that category. So you have to keep your mind stayed on positive things and things that you really, really like to do. Y'all, I just woke up this morning, washed my face, brushed my teeth, threw on a head rag and a jacket because it's a little cool outside, but I don't like a hot house. So I got the fireplace burning, but it's on 70, so it's just putting a little heat out in here. Drinking cocoa this morning. My kids gave me cocoa, and they gave me, Miss Diane did, these candy cane spoons. I ain't never tried it before, but here goes. I don't know how fast they melt. I don't know what it's going to taste like, but I'm willing to try it, okay? I like peppermint. I like cocoa. So let's see what they taste like together. Oh, it's melting pretty fast. Okay. All right. So that's my beverage of choice this morning. So let me get into the chat and speak right quick, and then we're going to discuss how y'all feel about caring and sharing. And what do you do to help people who are less fortunate, people that you know have severe anxiety, depression, have lost a loved one, or loved ones? And it could not be just yesterday. It could have been years ago. It's still their loved ones. They are no longer here. That's the problem right there. Hey, Elaine, thank you for coming in this morning. I appreciate you. Hey, Sherry. Hello, ma'am. How you doing? Platinum Diva, good morning, and welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Just is in the building with lots of hearts and no, that's roses. One heart, two hearts to the chat and the mod, and a bunch of pink and red roses. Y'all know I don't care what colors y'all bring in here. The color y'all chose for me when I first came out here, y'all asked me what color I liked. I told you turquoise. If you put turquoise in, fine. If you put red, blue, green, purple, a color is a color to me. I don't own those colors. I didn't make those colors. I'm a colorful person, so I love it, okay? And if somebody else is offended because that's their color on their chat, it's only so many colors you can use out here. Okay, get a grip. Get a grip. All right. Hey Annette, how you doing? Good morning to you and Miss Joy. Happy holidays to you and the chat as well. Tomorrow is your daughter's birthday. Happy birthday to your daughter. Yes. And I had a discussion with that with another content creator because I wanted to put her picture out on the community wall and wish her a happy birthday. And this content creator told me, she said, don't do it. Don't do it. Your daughter is beautiful and she has a beautiful personality and she does not want anything to do with social media. And you've told the people that. And I don't know how she would feel about that if you did that. So just wish her a happy birthday tomorrow, but let her be the unknown and unseen, just like your husband would. Let them worry about where she is and what she look like and what she doing and all of that. Because I don't know if y'all were in here, but I had a lady that come in last week and asked me, I don't even know the lady. I ain't never seen her in my chat before ever in life. And Press shot her down real quick. And she just came in and asked me, where was my daughter? Well, if you knew my daughter, you would know where she is. She probably at home with her husband and her children. I don't know. If I ain't worried about where she is, why are you worried about where she is? And if you knew her, you wouldn't be asking me that. You know where she is. But that's just people. You know, you can't control a person's mind. You don't know what level of education they have. You don't know how they were raised. You don't know anything about them. You know, when you out here on social media as a content creator, you just out here. You out here among the world. And you're going to have everything from the sheep, the goat, to the pig, the hog, the snake, you're going to have all kind of animals out here. And they're going to act just like that animal. You're going to have very nice people. You're going to have genuine people. You're going to have loyal people. You're going to have people with integrity. You're going to have people with character. You're going to have flip-floppers. You're going to have everything imaginable out here on social media. It doesn't bother me. I treat people the way they treat me. If you treat me wrong or you do something wrong with me, I ain't gonna bash you. I ain't coming over there bothering you. I just walk away. I don't have nothing else to say because you know exactly what you did and you know what you said. And a lot of times when I'm off the live and I get comments, it's like, do you think I'm gonna go back and forth with you? Or you have never been in my chat. You are not subscribed to my page and you think I'm gonna take the time to answer you. You just got deleted. I deleted one this morning. Come in there asking me some question about something about 3 years ago and who I supported. That's none of your business. I support who I support. And if I choose to not support them, that's my business too. Because I'm different from a lot of people. When I'm over there supporting your page, I'm hitting the like button and I'm dropping donations, okay? I've always done it in the past. Ain't nothing no different now. You know, I don't expect for you to do what I do, but, be you. Be who you are. Don't try to be me. I'm different. I said that from day one. On my first video, when I introduced myself, I told you I was not even like my siblings, okay? We're totally different. Totally. We look alike. You can tell we're from the same parents. But our personalities, the ones that's left here, totally different. The ones that's gone, we were more alike with the same mindset, the same likes in life. But that don't mean you don't get along with them. You just know how they are. And you just, you know when you go around, you're going to have to ignore a lot of stuff. And that is why I have become so good at ignoring stuff. Because I've dealt with it all my life. And that way you don't get into it with people. You don't care what they say. You don't care what they do. You're like, oh, whatever. You know you're lying. You know better. But, if that's what you want to say, then say it. And how is it going to stop anything in your life? That right there will It will solve a lot of problems if you just ignore it and keep it going and not be bothered. But a lot of people can't do that. They got too much fight in them. They got to prove a point. I ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. I ain't got to defend nothing to nobody. Who are they for me to defend myself to? How you doing, Sharon? Thank you. You remembered her birthday is tomorrow. Yeah, somebody else came in the chat and had the same birthday as my daughter. Uh-huh. Hey, Elaine, you enjoyed watching the replay last night? Oh, thank you, Elaine. I appreciate that. That's, you don't know how inspiring that is to me. When people come and say, out the bushes, you didn't even know that was watching you. And they said, I really like your channel. I really like, you're a very, very positive person, or you're a very, very caring person or sharing person. I'd be like, wow, I didn't even know this person was watching me. And that's what I say. I don't know who's watching me. I know the world is going to watch me because these videos are going to be up there for life. And sooner or later, somebody's going to catch on. Somebody's going to watch it, So I have to be who I am. I'm not a cusser, a fusser, a hell raiser in real life. So I'm not going to do it on YouTube. It doesn't matter what you say or what you do. You're not going to get that reaction. I'm not a reaction channel. So if I choose to stop supporting you or stop watching you, because you need to find out why. It's a reason. We're not the same people. We're not going in the same direction. I am not going to get upset with somebody because you're getting upset. I get upset with that person for a minute if they've done something to me, but then I'm moving on from them. We're not for each other. We don't supposed to walk the same walk because we're not the same people. We don't do the same thing. That's just the way it is. And I've kept many friends over my lifetime by being who I am. I don't get involved in other people's business. It don't concern me. Only people I'm going to react to is those who react to me. And the reaction ain't going to keep going either. I'm going to say what I say and I'm moving on. And you can either deal with it or you can't deal with it. It matters not. It's not about who likes you and who dislikes you. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing whatsoever. I'm not out here for friendship and kinship on social media. I have enough friends in my real life, enough family, even though half of them are gone. I came from a huge family. It's still more than most, okay? So if they ain't got a problem with it, then I don't see why virtual people should have a problem with it. People you don't know, people you've never met. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Miss Joyce said, me too. I lost my son and my mom December the 17th, 2020, and mom January 21st. See what I'm saying? Now, I wouldn't have known that if she hadn't told me. But you have to have some kind of empathy, some kind of sympathy in your heart. You have to have the right heart, especially around these holiday seasons. I could not come out here raising hell with nobody in my chat. I'm talking to my chat. I'm not talking to anybody but who's in my chat. Not knowing what y'all have been through or what you may be going through. Why would I want to watch y'all to watch me if I'm not inspiring you or motivating you to have a better day or to do better or to forgive and forget or to move on or whatever would make it better for you in your life? That's what I have to do. I've been through the same changes than most of you. I'm not exempt from anything that you have gone through. No. If I didn't go through it, I knew somebody who went through it, okay? I've never been raped before, but I know it's people that come into my chat that have been. I don't know them personally. I'm just saying I know it's got to be somebody. So I can empathize with them because that's a horrible thing. You carry that throughout life. It never leaves your brain. I have friends who've been through that. So have a little compassion for people. Care about people. They may not even care about you. They may be flip-floppers. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. They can never say, I didn't treat them nice, or I didn't care about them when they were over here. That's their business if they choose to move on. I don't care. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to bring a message, to chat with the people who coming into the chat, and that's it, and that's all. Okay? It's the holiday season. We should be caring for one another. Whatever one is going through, it should affect all of us. If you claim you're a family, that isn't that what a family is? Now, I know family dynamics have changed tremendously over the years. No families are like they used to be. They've gotten caught up. Girlfriend, I'm gonna call you right back, okay? I'm on live. One of my childhood friends that I work with, I'll give her a call back. Anyway, what I'm saying, she threw me off. Families are not the same as they used to be. Mine, yours, and nobody else's. Because if you're real about them, the mother and father, or the father or the mother, whoever you had in your household, the grandma, the auntie, whoever raised you, was the ones who kept you together. The generation that followed wasn't as strong as the older ones. They relied on each other to comfort each other, to take care of all of the family. My mother had 7 sisters and 3 brothers. That's a big family, okay? A lot of kids. I have a lot of first cousins, second cousins, third cousins, fourth cousins now, okay? And we had no animosity between us. We never fought. We never were jealous of each other. If one had, we all had. That's the way it was. This auntie might be the cake baker, and she was going to make sure that our household had the cake we wanted. 2 of the aunties were dietitians. So I could always go to Aunt Babe or Aunt Lila's house, and I know it was going to be food there, and they were going to have my favorite thing. Aunt Lila kept me while my mom was in college. So that was something that was passed on. I grew up with all of them. We could never have a falling out about anything. They lived their lives as grown adults now. And whenever we see each other, we're happy to see each other. Unfortunately, most of the time now, it's because we're older. It's a wedding or a funeral, maybe a graduation of one of their children or one of their grandchildren, if we can make it. But we just grew up with a lot of love for each other and for other people who were less fortunate than us. The lady that just called grew up in my neighborhood. We've been friends since, God, I think we were 5 when we met each other in church. And we're working in the same place now. And we've kept this friendship over the years because we didn't bring a lot of drama and a lot of mess into our lives. We didn't. We were glad to see each other. We didn't see each other until Sunday because she lived too far for me to walk down there. And her parents were the same way. We were little kids. So if my parents didn't take me down there, her parents didn't bring her down there, we didn't see each other until Sunday. And that's when we saw each other. And we have remained friends over the years. And these are the people that I would have a problem with if we had a falling out about something. Not somebody you met a year ago or 2 years ago virtually. No. You don't really know these people. You know of them. You know what you saw then. They could not even be the same person that they are now. Don't get so caught up in this virtual reality stuff out here. The real people who are in your life and have been in your life, get caught up with what they're doing or what they're saying or where they're going. And, congratulate them. And those are the people who are going to be there for you. Not these people out here. These people out here are about views and money. And that's all they worry about. Oh, her views are low over there, so do I look worried about them being low? The person that you with could not even be there next year. I've seen a lot of channels out here come and go. I've been out here a long time. And they had good content so far as I was concerned. And you looked up one day and they were no longer there. Okay? So you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. Life is balanced. If it's up, it's down. It'll get caught up in the middle, but it's not going to stay balanced. Okay? It's going to be like this. It's the way it is. All right. Sorry to hear that, Miss Joy. In my opinion, I don't think we should wait for a special moment. I was getting to that, Tagistic. You beat me to it. To be cheerful. We should be cheerful every chance we get. So on the holidays, it is normal to feel all kinds of emotions. I couldn't have said it any better myself. I have written it down on my paper, and I ain't even using the paper. I'm just talking, okay, in case I forgot something. But that was on the paper to tell you. You shouldn't just wait until Thanksgiving or Christmas to be cheerful, to be happy, to be joyous, to inspire and motivate. This should be a daily habit. If you try it, you might not be involved in so much stank, okay? Just try it. Don't get up mad in the morning. Don't go to bed mad at night. You might not wake up in the morning. Get out of other people's lives. I could never be a reaction channel because you got to get off into that other person's life, okay? I don't choose to do that. I got too much going on in my own life. I was supposed to come out here at 10:30 this morning. That was the goal. I told you nothing never goes to my plan. I get a phone call at 10:25 from the insurance company. But I needed to take that phone call. It's about my car. It relieved a lot of pressure off of me. Just that one phone call. If you need to get a car for longer than 30 days, that's not a problem. Just call us, Got all the information to give to the body shop when I go by there. To check and see, if the parts are coming in or, by what time frame will it have. I'm not in any hurry whatsoever, and I don't want him rushing. For as long as I got transportation, it matters not to me. You got to start being more logical about things and stop thinking that people think like you think, because they don't. Everybody's got their own opinion, and it could be far left, it could be far right, it could be boom, neutral, right down the middle, or they could think like you think. There's nobody's DNA that's the same. People do change, and if they don't change, they are stuck. Be able to accept their changes like they've accepted your changes. That's it. And you won't have a problem. Do you think that me and these friends that I have in real life haven't changed over the years? Haven't been through a lot of changes over the years? You're wrong if you think that. I've changed. I've been through a lot of changes. They've been through 3 husbands with me. But I haven't changed who I was to them. I'm still that same person. And that's how you keep friendships going. You can't get all off into your feelings about things because you don't know what a person is going through. Just leave them alone and let them be them. And you go on with whoever you going with, because you ain't right either. If you ain't called and checked on them, or you don't know what they going through. I try to invite friends to celebrate with myself and family, especially if they're going through something during the holidays. Exactly. Well, you can cheer them up, Elaine. That's a good thought. That's a good gesture. Yes. Good morning, Jewel Duncan. How are you? Happy holidays to you. Have a blessed week too also. And I appreciate everything that you brought in this morning, the Christmas trees, the hearts. I thank you so much. And you celebrate and have a wonderful and happy holiday with your family and friends as well. Okay? Your sister gone on a cruise to Cozumel, Mexico. Yeah, she left out this morning, her and the rest of the family. But let me tell you what else happened this morning. I got a text from another childhood friend this morning. We have been friends since the I think she came to my elementary school when we were fifth grade, I believe, when she came to my elementary school from another elementary school. I had always been there because my mom taught at that school, so I went to that school from first grade. And she texted me this morning and she said she was coming down this weekend. She has two daughters that live here in Houston, and she tries to visit them around the holidays. So she's coming from the boot. It's the friend that I visited in Greenwood back last summer before last, whenever my brother was sick and had passed away, and I couldn't get a rental car out of my little small hometown or none of the surrounding cities. My other girlfriend, BJ, who comes into my chat, I stayed with her for a couple of days trying to get a rental car every morning. Had worked for Hertz, have a lifetime discount with them. And they were trying very hard to get me a rental car. But because of the weather conditions, they had floods and stuff down there, so they lost a lot of cars. And the military is always going to come first with these rental car companies. If they rent through them, military is first choice, especially on the economy and smaller cars. They usually pick them up on Mondays, and then they bring them back when they bring them back. And then you're going to have, if you in that DC corridor, Virginia, Maryland, DC, you're going to have the business people, the White House, the politicians are going to come, at a higher, they're choice members, okay? So BJ took me to Greenwood, which is right outside of Shreveport. I spent, I think, a week with Sid. And then my friend and little brother came down to Greenwood from Pearland, Texas, he and his wife, and picked me up and brought me home in his truck. And I had a whole lot of stuff because I had been down there 4 months. And y'all see how I buy stuff, okay? So I had been buying stuff all along when I was down there. I had a long bed truck and a back seat full where I just had a little room to sit in the corner. And he has bucket seats in the front of it. And he brought me home. And she's the one that's coming down this weekend. And I can't wait. I told her this morning, I know you want to spend time with your daughters, but you better not come down here and not have lunch or dinner. She was like, no. I got your cups for you. I'm coming to see you. And I told her, I said, you can spend the night. We go a long ways back. Yep. And she's made a lot of changes in her life. And, like I say, for years, we didn't even see each other. I didn't even know where she was. She went off and she went to school in the north, I think in Minnesota. And I went to school in the south, not far from home. And so it was maybe 10, 15 years. We didn't even see each other. Didn't call, nothing. Picked right back up just like that. I haven't really seen her a lot since I left her home. That's what friends do, real friends. They don't have to be in each other's company every day, on the phone talking to each other every day. You just pick up where you left off. That's what me and my friends do. Hey, Yo-Yo, you here? Hey, Elaine. Some things are best kept unsaid. Do not react or respond to keep peace. Exactly. Just move on. Okay? If a person really wants to know what's going on, hello. Hey, how are you doing? I haven't heard from you in a while. What's going on? If they really want to know. Okay? If they don't, then, let them go do them. Eventually, they will contact you if they choose to. If not, like you say, you don't have to respond to it. You don't have to react to it. You will never regret being kind. So I choose to be kind to anyone that I come across. Exactly. And you'll be blessed. Things will happen that you don't even expect. This morning with insurance, I was expecting to come out of my pocket because I used my own insurance with a $500 deductible. Okay? The lady told me this morning she's sending me a check from my insurance to cover the deductible. I ain't know that. You don't think that's a blessing? Not to have to come out of your pocket with $500 for something that you're not at fault for? Yeah, that's a blessing. Sure is. Hi, Sawana Hopkins. Good morning and welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Amen. No family. A lot of people don't have family. And it's hard. It's depressing. But I truly believe in God, okay, that He's going to send you exactly what you need at the time you're going to need it. You may not always get what you want when you want it because He don't work on your time. He works on His time for those who believe, okay? You're never going to be alone if you got Him. I could sit in this house with nobody at Christmas Day and watch TV like I told y'all last night and eat whatever I cook and be happy and just call people on the phone and tell them Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year, and it wouldn't bother me none. I didn't even come out here with y'all on Thanksgiving Day to say anything. I was with Miss Margaret and her family, and we had a good time. You will adopt extended families in your life that will treat you better than your own biological family. I have plenty of those that accept me as family. Little brother over there, he's not my biological brother, but he's been my little brother for almost 40 some years now. We go way back to when I first moved to this area when he was a single man. He's been married twice, okay? Not a problem. He's still my little brother and I'm big sis. And if I call little brother gonna be there for me. I know that. If little brother call me, I'm gonna be there for little brother. Wife or no wife. She understands our relationship long before he married her. And we all get along just fine. How could I have a 1K party over at his house? Okay? It's the way it is. Shawanda says, I had both, and when my mom died in 2020, everything changed for the worse. But prayer will change us in Jesus' name. Exactly. I told you, whoever raised you was the glue that kept everybody together. Your life is no different from mine. Everything changed when my mom, we were one big old happy family. Nobody was ever going to say anything negative about anybody. Everybody would leave their homes and we were coming to mama's house for Christmas. My brother lived next door, but he had Christmas dinner at mama's house. The brother that just passed, mama's house. The one that played pro ball that passed away from cancer back in the 90s, mama's house. It was understood. Once they left, everybody went to their own homes. The oldest brother tried to carry on the tradition, but it wasn't the same. There's a lot of missing chairs at that table. Every year we went back. You don't think that was hurtful? Lots of cousins who spent time with us. Or they had their own thing, but they was coming to Aunt Cree's house before the day was over. They knew Aunt Cree was going to throw down in the kitchen. She did that every day. That was not just Christmas. That was just not Sunday. That was a full meal on our table every evening when we came home. And before anybody went anywhere, we ate together. Because my father always believed that a family who ate together stayed together. I don't see it to be true these days, but maybe it was for him back then. But, you know, you have to take that into consideration and share and care about people. And these people need to be genuine about what they're going through too. Okay? Happy holidays to you too, Shawanda. Thank you for coming over this morning and sharing with us what you're going through. And you'll be fine. You know, don't even think about it. Just concentrate on you having a good Christmas. Even if you have to spend it alone, you can do that too. And just thank God for what you have. You're blessed to still be here, whatever it is. Okay? Love you much. I have been through so much these last 2.5 years, and my obstacles made me a better person to be more understanding and kind. If we only use our challenges to better ourselves, not make us bitter. Exactly. Don't blame nobody for what you're going through. I can't come out here and blame nobody for all the deaths I've had in my family in the last couple of years. You come here, you're born to die. You start dying once you breathe the first breath. It just takes a while for you to get to that last stage and leave here. But try to do right by people and treat people the way you want to be treated. That's it. Okay? Amen. Preach, Ms.V. Thank you, Shawanda. Hallelujah. She said what she said, which is the truth. Okay. I love coming onto the seasoned queen's knowledge. It's priceless. Exactly. We've lived through a lot. And if they are honest with you and they're open with you and they're transparent with you, they're going to tell it like it is. Ain't nobody out here that lived such a perfect life or such a wonderful life or such a beautiful life that they have not had some type of trauma to go on. He never told you you wouldn't have it. He had it. Had to bear his own cross. So why wouldn't you? If you got any kind of sense whatsoever, you're going to understand that. People go through things in life. It's going to happen to all of us. It's how you deal with it to come out stronger on the backside of it. You meet people in life that's just weak. They can't handle nothing. The least little thing somebody say about them, it just shatters them. Nothing's going to shatter me because of the things I've already been through. I could go up there and get a bad diagnosis. I'm going to deal with it until I'm out of here. That's all I can do. Pray and ask God if, look, if it's my time to go, take me with you. Because I done been through hell down here on earth. Well, I want to live in another hell in the hereafter. Bring God's message, Ms.V. Okay, Shawanda. Hey, Suke, how you doing? Happy Monday to you. Happy motivational Monday to you, Suke. Everything is according to the will of God. Exactly. You know, if you believe, you'll know that. There are people out here that they play with him. They really don't believe. They want to bring God in when times are bad. No, bring him in when it's good times too. When he doing something good for you. You didn't do it on your own. You sure did. You scatterbrain if you think that. Suke is speaking to you, Shawanda. Miss Charlene says, hello, Miss V and Chad. Blessings to you on this Monday. Thank you, Charlene. I appreciate you. Ring that bell. They doing good. They doing good. They half the way. Like I say, I ain't worried about the bell no more. They've been told for a year now, ding, 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 ring that bell. And if they choose not to ring the bell and want to step on up in here, you know, as long as they don't get out of line, we got some respect up in here for each other. Okay? I never ask for nothing when I came out here but respect. I ain't never asked nobody for nothing else, not a dime. I've given a lot, but I've never asked for anything. Okay? All right. I said become a member if you choose to. It's free. $2 and some cents for the lowest one. That's a bag of potato chips these days. That's a Coke these days. If you choose to. It's on you. Everyone hit the like button, says Suke. I appreciate that. Thank you for the hearts. Hey, Sting. Good morning. How you doing, Sting? It's a little cold here in Houston, Sting. I turned my fireplace on this morning. I'm checking it out. It's working too. Yeah, it's the temperature it says it is. When I go back to the store, I'm going to get a thermometer and put outside at every place except the last one. I've always had a thermometer outside that told me what temperature. And I always got up in the morning and opened the door and I looked to see what the temperature was. I never Googled it or it came up on my phone and all this new. I want to see for myself, okay, what it is. I don't want nobody to tell me. Look at God. Yes, ma'am. That's a blessing. It is a blessing. I know you're talking about the deductible. Yeah. Who wants to come out of their pocket around the holidays with that kind of money? No. Don't matter whether you got it or you don't have it. Sting, thank you for renewing. I appreciate that as a sugar wooger. Hey, Miss Mary, good morning. How you doing? Blessings and peace and love and happiness and joy to you, Miss Mary. The real yo-yo is in the building supporting. Uh, she's saying thank you, Sting, for supporting Miss V. Sting has been supporting a long time. A long time. Oh, she says 8 months. There it is. Okay. Sunshine Chronicles, good morning. Happy holidays to you as well. So we've just been kind of hitting and tapping in on sharing and caring and being the best version of you can be. It doesn't hurt anything. It doesn't cost you anything. Why bother people that's not bothering you? If you can't help a person, don't sit out to harm them, or don't try to turn other people against them because you have a problem with them. I'd never do that. I'm never going to tell nobody even if a content creator has a problem with me. I'm never going to tell no person I unsubscribe, so you unsubscribe too, or try to motivate them to do anything like that. What's that gonna do for me? Is it gonna put any money in my pocket? Is it gonna take any money out of my pocket? Think like an adult, like a seasoned grown woman. If you're over 40 and you're not thinking like an adult, then maybe in the new year you might ask God for a little wisdom, a little discernment, okay? So you can be a better person, a better version of you. I don't ever want to come out here and brag on me and my family and what I have or don't have. That's neither here nor there. I live my life. I bring it to the YouTube streets every day out from YouTube Road. So you know, and you can make your own decision. It's not about that anyway. It's about the message that I'm bringing to you. Trying to keep a positive message is not easy out here on these YouTube streets. I don't live on these streets. I established my residency on YouTube Road because of that. Because people are vicious. They in their feelings. They want to tear down channels. They want to hurt channels. You ain't never did nothing to them. You ain't never even called their name. If they came into your chat, you spoke to them. You treated them nice. But they don't have that in them. They haven't matured to that point where they can understand. They may get there, hopefully, but it's kind of a sad situation when you see grown adults with childish behavior. I don't have time for it. It's just too much I got to do. I had to write me a list for today. And today is already 10 minutes after 12, and I ain't never hit outside yet. So I'm going to start with getting my pictures hung by placing a work order down in the office so I can get some more stuff done up in here that I need to be done. Then I got to go to Uncle Willie's. I might come live down there so y'all can meet him. He's probably one of the oldest body shop repair guys in this area. He's been at it a long time. Like I say, I trust my car with him. I trust anything with him. I know him. I was married into his family. His brother was married into the same family I was married into, and that's when I met him, and that's been well over 40 years ago. And that's what I say. People who've been in my life, they know me. They know me. I don't have to come out here and try to become friends with nobody out here in a virtual world and try to appease them or satisfy them. Take me for who I am. I'm taking you for who you are, and let it be. Hey, Charlene is speaking to Sunshine Chronicles. And then this week I got on here, mail the packages. You know, I've been trying to get them mailed for days. I'm finally off. So I got to get to the post office. I've already talked to Geico, and that's fine. I want to go turn the truck in for the holidays. I don't need that big truck, even though it's good on gas because it has one of those stop and starter things on there. When you stop, you know, it turns off. So it's really, I still working on the same gas that I left from. So I'm going to fill it up and take it back down there and get something else that pleases me. I got the opportunity to do it. So why not take advantage of it? Most of the people who are renting will have rented what they wanted to rent anyway. I saw a cute little bug down there the other day, and I was like, I haven't had a bug since I was in college. My brother that passed away and I shared a little yellow beetle together at one time. It was his, but I was a younger sister and I drove that thing anytime I wanted to. In fact, anything he had. He had a van back then when vans were popular, a Monte Carlo back in the day. And whatever my brothers had, I didn't have, I drove them. Yep. They always let little sis drive till little sis was able to get out of school and get her own. And then when I got my own, whenever I was there, they were willing they could drive anything I had. Whenever they came here, my house was open. If they said they were coming, I made sure I went to the grocery store because my family liked to eat and I like to cook, okay? So we bunked everywhere, all over the house. A lot of times there were beds in there and they would sleep on the sofa, wouldn't even go get in the bed. They were comfortable there, watching TV and fell asleep and woke up the next morning. Yeah. Okay. And then I gotta call the nephew because we supposed to have a date tonight, going down to the Dickinson Lights. I told y'all that little boy full of tricks. I don't know. His grandmama and all of them are gone to Cozumel, but I don't know if Chris is there. My older nephew, if he's there, he may be at home with him. If not, he's down at his mama's house. I'm just gonna call his cell phone and ask him what the deal is, so I know what I'm gonna be doing tonight. If he's there and he still want to go, I'll pick him up and text it at his mama's house. If not, if he's staying with Uncle Chris over there, then I'll pick him up over at my sister's house. Okay. So that's about all I want to talk about this morning, is sharing is caring, because that's what one of my subscribers wanted me to talk about this morning. And I'm so heartfelt with Tajisti, what she said. You shouldn't just share during the holidays. You shouldn't just care during the holidays. You should make it a daily habit of generally sharing and caring with people. Now, I'm not telling you that you got to go out there and take care of every light bill that they behind on, every water bill that they can't pay. That's using. You got to know the difference in caring and sharing. If this is a one-time thing and something happened in their life, okay, fine. But you don't expect for people to come out there and just take care of you now. That's your responsibilities, okay? Everybody gets down and out at some point in their life where they may need some help. Okay. And it may be that they have it, but can't put their hands on it right now. If you have a fidelity fund and you go into that fund and you take X amount of dollars out this year, that's it for this year. Okay. It ain't like you don't have money. You don't have money right then. Okay. But if you borrow from somebody, pay it back. That's all I can say. Pay it back. Because if they decide to turn on you or whatever, that's the first thing they're going to say. I lent you this and you didn't pay me. You a lie. I paid you back and then some. Okay? Don't lie on me. It's one thing I can't stand about people. They good until something happens that hate that they had in them already all the time, that's when it comes out. That's when you see who the real deal is. And my thing is, girl, bye. Get on about your business, okay? Because you felt this way all the time. I don't give a damn how long we've been friends. You go on about your business. Now, I ain't mad at you, but I ain't finna sit there and BS with you. I'm gonna tell you just like it is. It is what it is. Hey, Shatika, what's up, Miss Wanda Clayton? Good morning to y'all. Well, y'all, I see two of y'all are just coming in. I ain't out here for a long time, like I say all the time, just a good time. Y'all, please catch the replay. I'd appreciate it. Hit that like button on the way out, if you don't mind. I will come back later on tonight, maybe pop on in the middle of the day when I get down to Uncle Willis and let y'all meet him and let him tell you about how he came into the business of repairing cars, and he's very successful at it. He's at the stage now where he's semi-retired. If a car come in, it come in. If it don't come in, he sit down there and have a good time chatting with the boys. Maybe barbecuing. It's just a meeting place of Black men now. in this area who've known him for years, just like my beauty barbershop was. People came in there, they might not necessarily have been getting the service today, but they knew they were going to know somebody up in there. And let me stop by and see how Ms.V doing today. And let me check on the barbers up in here and see what they talking about. Come back to the French doors and open the doors. Hey, Ms.V, they call me Vet. Hey, Miss Vet, how you doing? Just checking on you, just saying hello, whatever. I cooked for them Thanksgiving. I cooked for them for Christmas. They stopped by and got them a plate and ate. Yeah, that's what we did. And you build a community around your businesses. And that's what we've done. Hey, Chico Sticks, appreciate you coming in. Hey, Deborah Silver, y'all coming in when I'm getting ready to get off. Y'all know I don't like to stay on here more than an hour. That's it, okay? Because I feel like you get redundant if you stay on here too long. And the people who catching the replays, they got those ads in the replay too. And I appreciate y'all watching the ads. I do. It's not much, but it adds up also. Ms.V, did you see our milestone of 8 months? I did. I said it, Sting. I said, Sting, I didn't know how long she had been over here. And then it came up and I said, oh, 8 months. Uh-huh. Yep, I appreciate that, Sting. Good afternoon to you, Deborah. And Sting is speaking to Deborah, Chico, and Shatika. Shirley Brown, happy holidays to you also. Always glad to see when your name pops up in the chat because it reminds me of my sister-in-law. Y'all have a wonderful day. I'm going to finish drinking my little cocoa. The stick melted, y'all, the peppermint stick. So I'm going to let y'all know. Wait a minute. Let's see how it tastes. Tastes like cocoa with peppermint in it. It ain't bad. Okay. Like something you would get at Starbucks, maybe. One of their drinks. Yeah. All right. I got to get off of here now and go take care of business. Get some clothes on and get the moving for today before the day is over. So at least I got about 5 hours before dark. But my eyes are better now after the cataract surgery, so I can see at night if I get caught out there in the night. All right. Y'all have a wonderful day. Be blessed. Much love to you. Talk to you later.